Ooh, oh my god. Wow. Ooh. Oh. Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm Broderick. Today I wanted to do something new with my channel. I actually want to react to some of my favorite videos. Today's video is actually going to be Brandon SEMENUK and Rupert Walker's new Raw 100 video. It's actually their version 6. They've done 5 before, all incredible videos. A little backstory with me, I've actually been shooting biking, specifically in action sports, for about 14 years now. Yeah, everything that I've done has definitely come from inspiration from guys like Rupert Walker. I know another person was like Aaron LaRock when I was younger. Scott Secco is another great name. All of those dudes are just so good at what they do, and I think the idea of these videos is to react to these, kind of break down the videos, and maybe I can learn something from it, maybe you can. And yeah, maybe we can figure out what type of angles they did, and also we'll talk about the riding, as I am a rider myself. I've been also riding as long as I've been filming. That's actually how I got into doing photo and video. But yeah, without further ado, let's just check the video out and see how well they did. Ooh. Oh my god, that was very, very tight. Hand plant over, fast plant on the wall. This bunch is gonna work on a tree. Wow. These setups are just so cool. Always have the most creative videos. Oof. I bet that didn't feel too great. And the 1 foot can out. Wow. Oh! Is that flip hip down whip? So much style. Landed with only 1 foot on. Crazy. Of course, lands in manual. I wish I could just do that trick. Flip? Yeah. Damn. So good. Wow. Yeah, I don't even know what to say at the moment. That was just incredible. Just this first clip, I want to say it's a drone, but it just looks so perfect. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a cable that carries the camera across. But just to see how tight that flip was, like, I think I would just feel super claustrophobic. That's crazy. And then the hand plant out, of course. So I think what's really cool right away is every video that they do, I've noticed that there's always like a story to it. So it always starts at a certain point, and then it's almost like a trail all the way to the end. I wonder if they actually build like an entire line that links up to each other, or if it's broken up. I mean, I would assume that it's broken up and they're just filming different spots, but I don't know, let's keep looking. And that was basically a backflip fast plant on a wall. That I don't even get that. Nose bonk, tail whip. So this is actually one of those clips, I like how Rupert goes from like very cinematic shots, but then kind of breaks it up with a little bit of like just raw handheld shots. I find it gets kind of boring when every single shot is cinematic. So it's kind of cool to see how he kind of like I figured that he just decides at a certain point like, okay, we got to break it up with some handheld shots. It gives it more of a lifelike feel. I find like I shoot most of my stuff handheld, just because my style is very much like kind of street filming mixed with cinematic. That's kind of how I explain my style. So seeing him do that is just awesome. Wall ride the down whip. So this is also like the wall ride the down whip. I'd love to know if it was a drone or on a cable. I feel like with all of the buildings and architecture that you could easily set up some cables to pull the camera across. But, I mean, Semenuk's style, just insane. Just every corner he takes, it has to have some bit of style to it, and I think that's what a lot of videos now kind of miss is it's not all about tricks all the time. Like even just the way you rail a corner or go over anything, like you should be throwing a little bit of style into it going into that next jump or whatever. Like that's kind of what I miss from the old school riders. Like they don't always just concentrate on tricks, so that's nice to see. Man, that's just so cool. Like they easily could have built that quarter to quarter somewhere else on this line, but just where they put it, like it just made for such a nice shot. And you can tell that every inch of this video had so much work and love put into it. Oh. I mean, I know he's got full suspension on that bike, but that just does not look good. Like that looks like a 15-foot gap straight to flat, basically. But super cool. Also would like to know which free coaster he's riding. I mean, I'm sure I could look it up and find out, but I don't know if it's a free coaster actually. I wonder if he just took his chain off for that. That would be really cool. So much style. This is so cool. Lands just with the 1 foot on. I mean, typically you would think that someone messed up and just didn't get their other foot on, but it's just so cool to see Semenuk still keeping things so creative, and something that would typically look like something that you'd screw up, like he actually turned into another trick. So that's just mind-blowing as always. This one caught me off guard. That trick is just hard enough on its own. I know quite a few people that can do it, my brother being one of them. And that's just such a hard trick by itself that landing in a manual after is just crazy. I also noticed that Rupert is kind of breaking up the clips with like kind of a close-up of the goggles of Semenuk riding by, things like that, and it's just so that it gives it more variation. So this is actually giving me some ideas for some videos in the future that I do, that I can get some more of those close-up B-roll shots where it's not just like people dropping in or whatever. Like it can actually be just their goggles or maybe their gloves on their handlebars. Like that. Those are just some cool ways to kind of amp up your videos. And this is just so amazing. Wow. Not gonna lie, kind of saw the flip coming, but still amazed that he did it. I'm sure a lot of people were super impressed by that. I think finding a rider and a filmer that just work so well together, and it seems like they just always have such a good idea right out of the gate. I can tell that they put a lot of planning into this, obviously with the building of it, but just by how perfectly it's structured, I feel like they actually have a really good shot list, a good storyboard of what they want on every single jump. And then obviously, like from my experience showing up on the day, sometimes things that you planned out just don't really work the way you wanted to, but I mean, this looks like everything they wanted to work really worked. So I'm just impressed all the way around. I think this video is just incredible through and through. I give it at least a 10 out of 10. If there was more to give, I would. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I hope I gave a couple tips and tricks that I kind of got from the video that you guys could use. Obviously, Rupert is using crazy equipment and all that stuff, but I think it's just really important not to let that deter you from shooting your own videos. A lot of that equipment is just to make the video easier and gives you more capability with the skills you already have. I would really look at storyboarding, really working with the rider more, coming up with a plan, and just having fun with it, really. I think as long as you guys are having fun and you're really passionate about what you're doing, the outcome is going to be just 100% perfect or close to what you were really hoping for. You can tell that SEMENUK and Rupert really have fun with what they do. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. But yeah, any videos that you have, put them down in the comments. Let me know. Maybe it's a funny video, maybe it's a really incredible video that you'd like me to break down. But yeah, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.